Rob, we've talked about it before a few times, CBD. And now we introduce you to you, fine folks, listeners, patrons, friends, lovers, brothers, sisters, to a new great sponsor of the program, CBeerD. CBeerD.co. What is it, you ask? Well, it's a full spectrum hemp shot in a small bottle that is the perfect addition for any drink, especially your favorite beer. But any drink will do. You can throw it in your tea. You can throw it in your coffee. You can throw it in your mixer. You can throw it in your beer. CBeerD.co. New first-time users are going to go to that site. You're going to click on try CBeerD, and then you're going to click on the starter pack because you are getting a $25 value for $10 fucking dollars when you do that. And what you're going to get is you're going to get a nice little variety pack of all the I don't know, you say sizes, or it's not really sizes, it's intensities or concentration. You got a 30 milligram, you get a 60 milligram, and you get 100 milligram to use in your favorite beverage. And with
what about our listeners?
Our listeners, when they use promo code Dudes with Brews at checkout, you're gonna get free shipping on that bad boy, son. So that's really cool. The starter pack is really the best way to go because you're getting the best bang for your buck. You get to try it out. You're going to throw it in your favorite drink. You know, if you had a really, really shitty day, maybe some crazy stuff happened at your job not that long ago, and you need to cut loose a little bit. You throw it in your beer. You relax a little bit more. CBD, of course. You know,
your anxiety is acting up.
Yeah, people love CBD. It helps a lot. You know, it kind of takes the edge off, and in a way, you're not gonna, you're not gonna get high. It's natural. It's good for you, and it's gonna taste well as well in your drink. So cbeerd.co. Use promo code Dudes with Brews at checkout to get shipping on your first purchase.
Yeah.
It was May 18th, 2020. Rob looked outside his window, and he saw a dark shadow figure, and he thought to himself, could today be the day? And indeed, it was the day. He walked downstairs, out the front door, and met the shadow figure, and said, "Who the fuck are you, and what are you doing on my property?" Turns out it was just his neighbor. And he was wearing a dark Adidas jacket because it's cold. He can't be wearing no sleeves. He'll get pneumonia. And he said, "Rob, I'm dying from doing this voice for too long. It itches my throat." And Rob was like, "But this is how you normally talk." He's like, "This is why I always cough. Something's wrong with you, Rob. I have the answers. Go to locker 212, combination 6. 37.
No. Cue that intro.
You're about to hear the greatest show of your life.
Dude.
Dudes with Brews on a porch with Rob and Drew.
It's been a while since I said that.
It's been a
hot minute.
It's been a hot minute, since we've recorded. It's almost like we did it 12 minutes ago and it didn't work out. We're drinking Cigar City Brewing. We're drinking Oatmeal Raisin Cookie. I've never asked you this before, but do you like Oatmeal Raisin Cookies?
They're not the cookie I reach for. They're not the first cookie I reach for, that's for sure.
Well, when I saw this can on the shelf, Rob, it intrigued me. And then I was like, let's learn more about it. So here it is. The genesis of the beer that you're holding in your hand, Rob, was pretty simple. The fine folks at Cigar City Brewing, they asked themselves, what if a beer tasted like an oatmeal raisin cookie? The answer to this rhetorical question was, hey, add raisins in those motherfuckers. Put some lactose in that and maybe some cinnamon. And then this is your English style brown ale. Showcases the flavor of caramel, toffee, and chocolate. Combination of beer and all this other shit. Makes it taste like it came straight out of Graham's oven.
Yeah.
And it is a dark beer. They say it's a brown beer. It's 5.5 ABVs, 25 on the IBUs. It's very dark. It's
super dark. Opaque.
Almost like porter-esque. When I smell it, I don't really get much of a smell to it. I don't know if you do.
I smell, I mean, it has a definite twinge to it of a scent. What that is, I can't say.
But the taste of it, to me, it really does taste like an oatmeal raisin cookie. And I like oatmeal raisin cookies. I think they're good.
I've had good ones. I've had bad ones.
It's not the cookies that I reach for. I'm more of a white chip macadamia nut kind of guy.
Ooh, that's good.
Yeah, they're fucking delicious. But they should make that into a beer. And then, but this is good. I do enjoy it.
Yeah, it has a good upfront kind of spicy sensation to it, which that cinnamon will do, I guess.
Tickles. It comes from tree bark. Oh, I don't know.
It's probably Dune. No, I'm just joking.
It's. Oh, I don't know.
It's probably Dune. No, I'm just joking.
It's.
I'm just joking.
It's it's good. I enjoy it. I like it, and we're going to enjoy this. So we had some technical difficulties before. Thanks to be.
Yeah, we got through that. We got through what took us 20 minutes to say in 10. The second time around.
Yeah, look at us. We're really
streamlining this bitch.
We're getting things taken care of. It's a shitty day outside. It's I'm in a funk. I'm tired. I don't know. Oh, there.
Gassy.
Yeah, a little gassy. It's just one of those things. Yeah, it's the last week of school for my son. So it's the last week I have to struggle with that stupid ass Chromebook and try to teach a 6-year-old things. Bless the teachers in the world. You're very strong. We love you. And we wish our kids were still in school.
Take them back. I don't have kids, so I can say that.
I mean, not much has really been that much different for me because, like I've said before, I'm still going to work and all that. So, I mean, it's pretty normal. Just the kid has more energy because he's inside all the time, or he goes outside and plays and things like that. But he doesn't get this. He's not getting the same.
You get tired.
interactions.
Yeah. Social interaction causes mental.
And at recess,
it tires you out a little bit more.
When you're playing with a kid your age who's got the same energy and you're running and doing all that shit, you're gonna get pooped out a lot faster than when you're hanging out with like a 56-year-old dude like Grandpa.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I don't know. It's just more things added to the plate, and I'll be thankful when it's done.
Isn't it supposed to be summer vacation right now?
It's soon.
Oh, June or something, right?
June, but his last day is this Friday. You got any plans for Memorial Day weekend holidays?
Nope.
Okay.
No plans.
That's all right. Me and Chris are.
I was gonna come and watch Phil.
I mean, if you want to, you can.
I mean, I have no problem with it.
Would you stay here?
I mean, yeah, I can. I just yeah, I guess I would if you want it, if that's what you wanted.
That's
me
more
to do.
what I want. Yeah, I wanted someone like to be with him like overnight and stuff. I just don't want him, as much as as much as he drives me crazy.
No,
I have company sometimes.
No, I
He needs to be reminded how
I probably
dumb he
would.
is.
I probably would end up just staying here anyway. But
yeah, do you like staying at people's houses like when it's just you?
I have no problem with it. I mean, it's I don't know. Yeah, I guess I don't know. It's like a little.
You could bring a girl over if you wanted to.
You know, my cousin just said the same thing to me.
I wouldn't bring a girl over if I was living with your cousin.
In my own house, he said, "Hey, feel free to bring girls back here if you want." And I was like, "I've been trying the whole time you've been here."
You just tell him, this is your house and you rent it to your friend as a favor.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I wouldn't do that.
Like I live in that apartment just because
I'm nice.
I would just say this is my buddy's house. Want to see where I record? Take you to the porch. Yeah.
This is where the magic happens.
This is the porch.
The porch, baby. You know how many ladies have been on this porch?
At least one.
One.
So okay.
Would that make you feel uncomfortable? Bringing a girl over to your friend's house while that's your house sitting and dog sitting for? If I said it's okay. I said, Rob, you do whatever you need to do. Oh my God. I
wouldn't feel weird about it. I don't know.
There's a small child trying to open my door. It scared the shit out of me.
Yep.
What's up, buddy? Can you go by? Oh, this is his fort, by the way, that we're in front of.
I see that.
So it wouldn't make you feel weird to do that?
No.
No. What if you hop on, you log on my Netflix, you got the rom-com going on, and you look deep into each other's eyes, you start smooching, one thing left to another, all of a sudden she's whispering sweet nothings in your ears. Take me, Rob. Take me to my special place.
And then
you go,
yeah.
the porch? There's a lot of windows.
That's where I would go.
But if that's what you want.
I do my best work on the porch.
Oh, God. And then, like, she's just like, she's looking for a dose,
So are
dose
you
of Rob.
asking me if I would take her up on that in your house?
Yeah.
Absolutely, I would. Without hesitation.
Okay.
So just so you know, that's what you're inviting me to do.
Yeah. I mean, whatever you want to do, man.
All right.
Just make sure Phil doesn't watch. I don't want him
You don't want me
getting
to
any ideas.
traumatize Phil?
He comes back. He just always has that 10,000 mile stare. Oh, wouldn't that be something?
I think Phil would be into it.
Yeah, Phil's an idiot. So he's.
I'm thinking I need to get a dog. Honestly,
So you want to get a dog?
I want to. I'm thinking about starting to look again. Because I've been binge watching Courage, the Cowardly Dog, and Scooby Doo lately.
Do you want a Great Dane?
No, I'd go the Courage route,
A purple dog?
like a little dog, little fat dog.
Yeah, there you go.
I like that. Seriously, that's been getting me through the last 3 or 4. There's like 9 seasons of Courage.
Well, then you can bring the dog over and Phil could have a pal.
Yeah, we could
Phil
take
needs
him
a
on
pal.
walks together, and
People will think we're like, the hip gay couple in the community, and then we won't correct them because we're woke.
yeah, right. They can think what they want.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable with myself.
we're just a couple of pals with some pooches, and we're
yeah, and
we're
if they
exercising.
maybe our pooches are the gay ones in the neighborhood.
Could be.
That's cool. It's cool by me.
Yeah.
I don't shame my dog, my non-existent dog.
I shame my dog, not for sexuality though. I shame him just for all the dumb shit he does.
for knowledge-based shaming.
Yeah, he's very dumb. He's so stupid. But he's a part of the family, as they say. I think I've said this before. I don't like it when people say fur babies.
I'm in on that 100%.
I thought of a funny premise to a bit the other day. I was thinking about it because I asked Chris. We're driving home. I'm like if Phil died, would you want to get another dog like right away, or would you wait a little bit? Because some people, it seems like something happens, and I get it. There's a void, and you want to fill it. You miss your furry friend or whatever, and you end up getting another one after something happens to your other one. But some people, it's like same day almost.
Yeah.
But so I go, and then she's like, oh, it depends on how I feel and how everything like that. And then I go like, how come people do that so quickly? But they want to do that with their kids.
Some people do with their kids, though. That's the problem.
I'm just like, when one goes away, you don't just replace it with another, a flesh baby.
That I would not get behind either.
I'm not saying you should do it, but I'm just saying like, why?
No, calling your kids flesh babies.
Oh yeah,
my
because
God.
people are
I
like,
would hate those people.
my fur babies. I love them. My fur babies. But it's like if dogs are such a big part of the family, when one like give some time to mourn a little bit. Don't just replace it right away. If it's like a child to you, you're just gonna if that happens to your real child, you're just gonna get a new one. No,
No, I don't think that
there's
they
a
would.
process. It takes time. You know,
What if they already had it ready to go?
the kid.
The process was already begun.
Oh, I don't know.
So next day they just adopt a kid. Isn't there like a year wait for that? Yeah, there was.
Not anymore. There you go. I think that. I mean, it's a dark,
forward thinking.
it's a dark joke, but it's.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of funny. Obviously, I don't think literally about that, but you know,
I was thinking that you were ready to upgrade your models.
no, I love my kids. They're cool. No matter how much they may scream at me and throw fits, and you know the one thing about Ashton had his online class recently, and then the first assignment they do is a math thing, and it's like going from 1 to 100, essentially counting from 1 to 100.
Okay.
He's 6 years old
I can do that.
in kindergarten, right? Right, and you know, good thing good skill to have. But the assignment is there's just like there's a bunch of blocks in a square, and you have to label them 1 through 100. 1, 2, 3. The first time you go down, go 1, 2 down, and then you circle all the groups of tens from 1 to 100. All right.
Yep.
The next page, exact same thing, only you're writing from left to right,
Okay.
circling the groups of tens. And then in the video, she goes, I know it's a long project or a long assignment, so feel free to take a break if you need to. This is the first assignment that me and Ashton are working on. And then so he gets 3 lines in. He's like, oh, she said we could take a break. I'm like, are you kidding me? And I was just like thinking in the back of my mind, like, I love this teacher. I respect this teacher. But why did you have to say that?
Yeah.
Because if you wouldn't have said that, we would have just gotten this done. And then I could move on.
She was probably talking to the parents more too. Not
No, man,
thinking,
just pound it out. Just get it done.
Well,
But I
so
was
what? So what? You got to 30 and needed a break?
Yeah.
Because that's kind of how I felt when I hit 30.
I'm getting there.
You know, like, so I understand his point of view.
I was just like, don't.
I'm halfway through this. Do we want to do our little?
Yeah, we can in a second. But it's like, don't say that. Don't.
Yeah, no, don't put that idea in his head.
Yeah, because now it's like, oh, she said it, so now so then what's gonna happen? Is it like,
It's like telling a kid maybe we'll get ice cream.
maybe we'll actually more. You
Yeah,
can
like-
take a break. So then, am I telling him to not listen to his teacher?
Yeah.
You know. All right. So right now we talked about a sponsor a little bit. C Beer D. We got a 60 milligram sample. I'm gonna pour half of it into my glass, and then my friend Rob is gonna pour the other half into his glass. I cannot tell.
It doesn't matter.
Here.
Unless you absolutely needed half of it.
Yeah, I did. No. So pretty much what you're supposed to do with this, you're supposed to add it. You're supposed to stir it. I don't have anything to stir it with, but
I feel like I got more than you.
that's okay. And then we're gonna drink it. So we're gonna sample it a little
It
bit.
gets a little fizz on it when you put it in there.
Yeah. Once again, you can use promo code Dudes with Brews at checkout and get free shipping and try their starter pack. Just head to cbeerd.co.
I was just going to say something that was surely going to get edited out, so I won't say it.
So don't say it. So we threw it in there.
I'm glad that you just don't say it, Rob. No wondering why anymore, huh?
No. So prior to drinking this, the Cigar City Brewing without the CBD shot, I say drink it. It was delicious. I liked it a lot.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
So we're gonna kick it up. Now, granted, we didn't really, we didn't stir it. So you're supposed to stir it, but really, it doesn't really compromise the taste any, from what I can tell.
We're going to do like a fancy rich guy swirl.
It's at the bottom. You gotta dip your finger in it.
All right.
Get the old dippy dip. Here, you can use this.
I can't get.
Do 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 do. It's like a cooking show online. Here we go. Stir it up, my friend, and try it out. So you've tried CBD before, and you say you kind of swear by it.
It worked. It did work for me. I've had some serious anxiety issues in the last few years.
It definitely changed. It's a different taste for sure. So if you're like, yeah, that definitely tastes way different.
Oh, wow, yeah. We also put a large amount, like a higher concentration, in a small amount of beer.
Yeah. It doesn't taste bad.
No, it doesn't taste bad, but it definitely changes the taste.
I would maybe recommend throwing it in like a light beer, like a lager, maybe a
sour
pilsner,
beer?
sour. Yeah, that'd be a good one to put it in. But yeah, no, it doesn't compromise it. And man, I don't know. Did I talk about it last week? My anxiety last week is really fucking weird, Rob. So, I've been trying to lose weight and all that kind of stuff. Down 22 this year. Thank you.
Nice.
And you didn't notice.
Listen to our last episode.
I'm just kidding. And it was weird. So my anxiety was really, really bad. And in one day, I went up like, I want to say like 5 pounds in one day. And I don't know how, but, and then I looked it up and it's like pretty common when you're stressed out to just really balloon and stuff like that. I was like, what the fuck? That's crazy. And I've I don't know if, and that's the reason that I didn't have the 30 milligram vial.
Yeah.
It's because that day I was just like, I'm going to try this out. I'm going to throw it in there and put it in there. And then, it seemed to kind of relax me a little bit. You don't feel high. That's not the point of this.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I'm really skeptical about taking any sort of medication, even if it's ibuprofen or Tylenol I really don't like doing it. So for my anxiety, I probably go an unhealthy route and just try to acknowledge that this is anxiety. I tell myself
that's not an unhealthy thing to do. That's a healthy thing to do.
I just go, hey man, because my biggest factor to my anxiety is I have troubles breathing. I just feel like I have shortness of breath all the fucking time.
Yeah.
And I'm chasing this breath that, I'm trying to catch, but it's there, but I just can't feel it.
Yep.
And then I just have to tell myself, bro, it's anxiety like this. It's nothing.
It'll pass. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's, and
that seems to help sometimes.
No, it absolutely. It's slowing down. That's all. You need to slow yourself down and focus on your breathing and acknowledging that it's anxiety is a huge first step because otherwise it's it compounds when all of a sudden you get this shortness of breath, this racing heart.
And then you panic.
You're starting to, and then you start to sweat, and then you go, something's wrong with me. What's wrong with me? That only adds to the stress of what was already causing you to have a panic attack or an anxiety attack.
I don't know if a lot of my friends know, but I do get really bad anxiety, and I had it at one point where it drove me to the hospital twice actually in my life. Once when I was probably 18, 19, and then once in 2019, beginning of the year.
Dang. I didn't know that.
You didn't?
I did not.
I thought you did.
You're keeping stuff from me.
I just don't talk about it that much because it sucks and it's kind of embarrassing.
But how many times have I brought up my anxiety and you just let that, you just let yours go?
Because you're real, Rob. You're in touch with yourself.
You let yours roll underneath the bridge.
Because this is your story.
We'll leave Rob out to dry.
No.
You're sitting here self-shaming because I have anxiety, and you could be solidarity with me.
You're shaming about it?
I probably was at some point. I don't know. It's been a while since I've
well, that's good.
Gone back and listened to that stuff. But now when I have anxiety attacks, it's I wake up in a fit of heart racing anxiety that I just go okay, well, now I'm wide awake. This is an anxiety attack. I can get my breathing under control, and then I kind of just sit with it, and it's fine. And it ends up being fine. It doesn't affect me.
Yeah.
I'm able to kind of get it under control a little bit easier now because I didn't deal with at least I never labeled anything as an anxiety attack back when I was younger. So I don't remember ever having like anxiety attacks until a few years ago, like when I was with Jenny, is when I started getting anxiety attacks to the point where I was was like, something is wrong with me, and somebody was like, "You're having panic attacks." Like brought me to my knees at work because I couldn't breathe and couldn't like.
The first time I had it or whatever, they gave me lorazepam.
Okay, I know what that is.
It's a pill.
Yes.
And it was pretty cool. In the sense of like, I just felt like I could have watched you get stabbed, Rob, and it wouldn't have fazed me. It was nice to not.
It's good to know.
To not carry that burden on your shoulder. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
And then the second time when I went to the ER, they're like, a little over a year ago, they're like, they said like, I can't tell you it's anxiety because I'm not or whatever, but they're like, quit being a pussy, more or less. And I was like, oh, thank you. Okay.
Well, it's good to know that they qualified that with, hey, my opinion doesn't matter because I'm not qualified to say what I'm about to say, but quit being a pussy.
They didn't say that in those terms, but
no, I know, but still, they started that off by saying I'm a dumbass, and you shouldn't listen to me. That's what when they say I'm not allowed to tell you it's anxiety. I'm not qualified to tell you it's anxiety or whatever because I'm not that type of doctor.
Right.
And it's like, yeah, you're not, bitch. So shut the fuck up. The fuck.
Well,
are you
they're
doing?
pretty much telling me you're having really bad anxiety.
Yeah. Well, if they were a qualified person, they would know that anxiety actually can affect you deeply. And it's not something to just like shrug off and go,
right.
Oh, just man up and stop having that happen.
Well, to the point where I went to the ER because like I was having a lot of the symptoms of it as if I had a blood clot. So, which could
did you find that on a WebMD?
No, the first person I talked to said you need to go to the emergency room. You're showing symptoms of having a blood clot, and I was like, oh shit.
Yeah,
that gave me more anxiety.
that doesn't help your anxiety at all.
And they're like,
they were definitely not qualified.
He goes,
your anxiety.
Do you want me to call an ambulance? And I said, no, I will drive myself.
Get there faster.
Yeah, and it's a lot cheaper. So yeah. But yeah, my anxiety was really
Ambulances
bad.
are a ripoff. Everybody, I'm just telling you that now.
They're not fun.
They're just a ripoff.
You been in one?
I have been in a couple. 3, I think.
Did you have to do it after you got your leg broke?
After I got my leg broke.
Yeah.
That one was worth it. That one was worth it. Because I feel like had I not been in the ambulance, the shock would have worn off and my leg would have started to really hurt, considering it was in 2 pieces.
Ugh. The bone was sticking out.
So I guess I retract my earlier statement. Ambulances might be worth it.
Never been in an ambulance. I've never done a lot of things, Rob. I've never jumped out of an airplane.
I've never been in an airplane.
Really?
Really?
Ever?
Never.
Why not?
Never gone anywhere. I want to. I wanted to be a pilot when I was a kid. Like
the Aviator?
Yeah, that would have been awesome. That was before I knew what the Aviator was, but
sounds like the crash at the end or whatever. I don't think I'm going to make it.
Oh, that's in the middle.
Oh, it's in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh, that was the end.
No. He survived.
Doesn't he die at the end?
No.
He doesn't?
No, he goes into hibernation because he's a codeine addict and he has OCD.
Doesn't he die?
I mean, eventually, but not in the movie.
Oh, really?
Spoilers.
Huh. Okay. Well,
But no, yeah, that was before I even, like, that movie came out when I was already, out of high school?
I don't know.
Or at least a senior. I didn't have dreams by then.
What?
Who has dreams in high school?
Oh, like life dreams or like sleep dreams?
No, like life dreams. Like I wanted to, like when I was younger, when I was like 10, I wanted to fly a plane and be a pilot.
You know what I wanted to be when I was younger? A lot of things. I wanted to be a comedian at one point. When I was a young kid, I said I wanted to be a comedian. Not like that fucking matters because I'm not. But I said I wanted to be a ventriloquist.
Yeah.
Yep. I saw some dude with puppets and I thought he was hilarious. And I was like, I want to do that.
Please don't tell me it was Jeff Dunham.
No, dude, it was, I don't know who it was. It was some guy that I rented a movie at the library. and it was funny.
See, but still, your comedy style is that of an impressionist. Therefore, not that does impressions of people
Mine?
that like you make up personalities, which is essentially akin to becoming a puppet yourself. You create characters. That's a mixture of the two.
Do I? Do I create characters? I feel like they're all kind of the same.
I don't. I think if you go back through the ages of the podcast, they're quite different. Many of them.
Yeah,
you get on rolls. Like every once in a while, like for a couple of weeks, you might do an older dude.
Yeah.
Sometimes you'll do an angry dude. Sometimes you'll do a Australian lady.
I'll try to be a kid next time.
Hey guys! I went into my dad's basement. I found lots of Playboys and I found some beers. Let's get.
This is getting too real. We got to stop.
Interestingly enough, never mind.
Okay. Yep.
One of the first times I ever saw a Playboy at a young age was because of one of my friend's dads.
Yeah. My
He did not hide them very well.
yeah.
Very easy to access, and I think that was a big step of finding my sexuality. Because
Yeah.
I opened it up and I said, I like what I see. I like this.
I remember. Okay, my biological father.
Yep.
He had a glass table in his basement,
I think you said this before.
and it had 4 stacks like this tall.
Like 2 feet tall.
Yeah, like of Playboys underneath, like, but it was a coffee table that was just like the underside was filled with magazines, all Playboys except for the top ones of each one. Those were like mechanics or something, like Popular Mechanics or
People.
something. Like, yeah. But if you just move that one, it was just like a stack of Playboys. And I knew this when I was like, I don't know, like 6 or 7 or something.
Yeah.
By the time I turned 12, he'd gotten rid of them all. And I was so angry. Because that's when you want to, like,
Yeah,
you know,
to
like when you're
learn.
6, of Playboy doesn't give me a crayon, like I'll color it in, like whatever. But when you're 12, it's like, okay, I'm gonna go check out those magazines, and they were all gone. They're like golf magazines.
I remember, yeah. And,
This was not the whole I thought.
I feel
was
like
gonna
this
see today.
back in the 90s, especially, and probably for a lot of straight males, or anybody really, once you're coming into terms in your sexuality and you're learning things about yourself, sometimes you get a little pervy and you don't know you're being pervy because it's like, it's innocence. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think kids need to get given a break on doing weird things.
Yeah.
Because they're just trying to figure it out. Like,
My,
if they don't do that, then they turn into pervy people when they're 35, like, or 40. You know, like,
my friend, I would always walk to his house before school every morning. At like 45 minutes to an hour before school started because we would just hang out in the mornings.
yeah.
Because school started pretty late, so like 7:45, 8 o'clock, I'm at his house, and his parents wouldn't be there, and they had the movie Varsity Blues,
Okay.
and there's a scene, it's about this high school football
The
team.
whipped cream scene.
Oh, that's in there, but no.
That's not the scene you're talking about?
Yeah, that's not the scene I'm talking about. The scene that we like to watch was when they go to the strip club and they see their teacher.
Oh, the teacher. Oh, yeah. Okay.
Miss Davis. Demi Moore.
Is that who that was?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
She, and you see her, full frontal there.
Oh, really?
Or not full, well, you see chesticles. You see breast. And
I did not realize that there was actually any
nudity.
Any,
There is
areolas in that.
And we
in that
watched
film.
we
Other
watched
than-
it a lot.
What was his name? Big Boy.
Billy Bob?
Billy Bob. That's it.
A fucking tan. Well, yeah.
I just know that
It's my-
Angela from The Office auditioned for the whipped cream bikini part.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I listened to the commentaries.
In The Office?
Yeah.
Did she just mention that?
Yep. Because on the episodes where they're watching the movie, they're watching Varsity Blues.
Oh, okay.
On the movie Mondays or whatever
Sure,
in the
sure.
Office. And so I watched the commentary for that episode, and Angela Martin or whatever her name is is like, you know, I actually auditioned for that part of and then like the other person was like, what, the whipped cream bikini girl? And like, she was like, yep, I didn't get it.
Oh, interesting.
Little office trivia for you guys today.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's my coming of age story. I found Playboys in my friend's bathroom, and I used to watch Varsity Blues. Just one scene in particular.
I will say I showed...
Sometimes the Titanic scene.
Yeah. I showed one of my friends some Playboys when I was younger. And then 10 years later at a party, he decided to make fun of me for it horribly.
10 years later?
Yeah. Like, he announced it as if I was some kind of horrible person. And it was like, I told him that I was like, I know what these things are. Like, and he was all into like, he you know, it's like, it's not a big deal to me, whatever. Like,
I mean, when you're, like you said, when you're a little kid, you don't even know, like, you kind of know in a sense it's wrong, but it's also at the same time, it's curiosity. There's, you know, you're all sorts of things.
yeah.
And then eventually you're just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it just kind of does become like, yep.
It kind of just becomes normal.
I guess it depends on this. Like, I couldn't imagine growing up in a household that was like super like repressive, actively repressed. Like my household was not actively like I never had like.
Well, yeah, because there was a stack of Playboys underneath the coffee table.
That was my biological dad's house. I didn't grow up there. But like my parents, like I never had a parent come to me and go, "I'm going to explain to you what happens when you love a woman," you know, like, or whatever. Like, I don't even know how that conversation would go. Did anybody get that conversation?
My conversation that I got about sex was very direct and very matter of fact. You do this, you put this and that. And I mean, they didn't go on the nitty gritty, but that's what it was. And I was like, when I first started, I was like, that's disgusting. And
so a little too early.
The next year at school, they taught me it anyways.
Clinically.
My mom told me about it. It wasn't.
Oh, okay. All right. No, well, that, yeah, I don't remember. Like, I guess I had friends whose like parents were like actively like, bad. It's bad. You're bad if you do this. Like, you're a bad person. And shame. If you have it's unnatural for you to think about this. It's unnatural. Like, you're going to hell for this. Like, I had very religious friends that their parents were like, and that, so all I'm saying is like in my household, it wasn't actively one way or the other.
It wasn't in mine either.
I don't think I remember another friend of mine who has kids. There was a movie on, and her stepson actually, was watching, and he was young. He was pretty young. He was like 7 or 8 or something. And there was a naked person on the screen, and I was like, hey, you know, like, and she's like, oh, no, we don't censor anything. And then she like addressed him and was like, you're going to see naked women and they're going to be pretty to you. And if you have any questions, you can, you know, like, and she was like, I was like, this is kind of weird. But at the same time, I was like, maybe that's the right way to do it.
What if she just paused it and was like, you like what you see? You like this? How does it make you feel?
Get closer.
What are you thinking about right now, huh? You got some weird emotions that you've never experienced before? Huh?
Good. Go think about it in the corner.
Get the fuck out of my face. Turn this rubbish off.
But it was just like, so like there's like different ends to that spectrum that it's like, I don't know what's right or wrong, but I kind of was okay with it just being an untalked about subject in my house.
Yeah, for the most part, it was untalked about in mine too. And then when I had a kid when I was 18, my grandma said, I didn't think you knew how to do that. I'm like, are you kidding?
Thanks, Grandma.
Like, what are you trying to say? Grandson can't score, huh?
You do have a certain look about you.
I do. Like dim-witted or something like that.
You look like you might not know.
I go for the first time when it's happening. I'm like, I feel like I should do something, but I'm not quite sure what.
Why don't you take the lead?
Can you explain to me what is happening?
Where is the labia? It's another Office reference.
I did. I probably didn't know what that was. That at least when I was 18.
You've been through health class at that point.
Yeah, I didn't really. I mean, health class. The way they do it. I don't think is at least when we were growing up the appropriate way to do it. They're just like, oh, if you do this, you're gonna get bumps all over your wee wee. It's gonna hurt when you pee.
I had that teacher.
Herpes.
She actually said wee wee too. It was weird.
Your hoo-hoo dilly is gonna get bumpy or something like. I don't know. I just think, and I think like I had to do in college. Even we had to do like fucking PowerPoints on STDs. It's like, yeah, we get it. Like I wasn't that kind of person that really like. I mean, obviously, I had a child when I was 18, so I had engaged in some sort of risky behavior, but it wasn't like with some random stranger. It wasn't with.
See, but I will say this: like, I was deathly afraid of STDs.
Yeah.
And I think that's like one like in terms of like. Ironically enough, though, I didn't use the protection I should have with any of the girlfriends that I had. But I was always really afraid. Like that's why there was no like, oh, I just met you. Let's get it on. Like that ain't gonna happen. Like in back then, especially like, I really was. I had this thing. I still have this thing about blood. Like it's anything with blood. Like if your blood can turn against you and kill you. Like. And STDs are in that category, and I've always had this like mentality, like if my vein bursts in my arm, I'm gonna bleed out under my skin and die, or if I have sex with somebody, I'm gonna get an STD and die. I seriously had real issues with that, and probably still do, but I don't know where they come from.
Well, the chlamydia has gotten to you. It's moved up to your
brain.
brain.
Is in my brain now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go get a test tonight. I just got a Q-tip up the nose. They would have found it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
So learned a lot about you.
Yeah, there was something about what they were telling us when we were kids that stuck in my head. Somebody said something to me too early. About an STD or hemophilia or something.
Well, I said
blood,
the thing in an earlier podcast. I think
I can't remember.
I shared the story that I once kissed a girl who I found out I don't know if it was her boyfriend at the time.
You kissed a girl and you liked it.
Yep, and then someone she had been with had warts in the nether regions. This is all speculation.
When you were a kid,
I was in post high school.
Oh, okay, all right.
And then
I was like going to say that's a.
But anyways, long story short,
adult problem to have.
I thought she had. Yeah, I wasn't in high school. It was. I heard this and I was like, shit. I made out with this girl, so that I called a bunch of places. I'm like, can I get this? Because I was so nervous about
you don't
it.
know until you know, man. You can't, Yeah,
it was terrifying. But Rob, we gotta cut this short. The battery's running low on the battery.
That's cool. I gotta pee really bad.
You gotta pee.
So.
Let's commentate a little bit on the C beer D. What do you think about it? I think it has,
I won't know until it hit until probably a little bit.
It's brought me. I think it's brought me some calmness.
It relaxed my firewall in my brain, so I said things that I shouldn't have said on this episode.
That's all right, but it was no, it's relaxing. It's good. I feel chill.
Yeah,
I'm all right. Yep, and it changed the taste of the drink, but it didn't taste.
It wasn't bad. I still drank it.
It tastes good.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. And it would be good in coffee, I think, if you threw in some coffee.
Yeah, I think it would be good for that. Yeah.
So yeah, check that out. And then
promo code Dudes with Brews.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah.
Unison. Make sure you're hitting us up on Twitter at Dudes on a Porch. Email us.
Tell us your quarantine stories. Tell us your Playboy stories. Tell us your STD
or
stories.
play girl stories.
Yeah.
That was a thing, right?
Yeah.
Pew pew. Radio. Goodbye, everyone.